Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Huskies and the Nighthawks coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champions taking on the NFC champions. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team, and we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know, but what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try and prevent that from happening again.
On 3rd down, Schwartz. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. 54 yards rushing for him now on their opening drive of the Super Bowl. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
3 down, 3 down.
Check 30, 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Under 10, 10. Cup 19, Cup 19.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Watch tight end. Tight right. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
3 down, 3 down.
Check smash. Check smash. Rattler. 18 Rattler.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Patrick. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is good. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Ready. Black. 95. 43 rail.
Now a play fake. Lance. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Slice. 97. Ready, go.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
What a play!
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. What a moment for him. A pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
4 down.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Man open. That's Henry Ruggs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Any day. Mike Ross, 10. Slice blue.
And Lance now to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here.
Yellow, 22. 22 needle.
Mike 9.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. Schwartz. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Hey, turn it up, turn it up.
79 Broncos. Say, hey.
Buzz, be ready, be ready.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, go!
On 3rd down, Schwartz. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
We're going to work. Check 15, check 15.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Man left, man left. 3 down, 3 down. Check the
Panther 60, Panther 60. Reload, reload.
On first down, it's Schwartz. Big Derek Brown making the stop. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Working with 2nd and 5 now.
60 Eagle.
Watch one. Hey, pick your game up.
70 Timberwolf.
Check 3. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Mike,
They'll look to throw.
watch the pass.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Bang, 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 bang. Hey, watch the edge, watch the edge.
Bronco 80.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Street, you street.
You. Check, lucky.
Viking 18.
Check, Fresno.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and 11.
Check 99.
SOS.
Deuce.
Hawk 70. Mustang 19.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
Check three.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Watch twist. Street. Kill.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
Boy, I know you felt that one.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Strong right. We got three down.
7 Pirate! 18 Pioneer! Go!
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Jordan Brooks
Able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
52 blue.
Single.
Drill green. Ready.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance.
Right back to Tony. He's got another one.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Down.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl.
Let's go.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a throw here to his running back. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Set. Ready. Black. 95.
Mike over there. Here we go.
Blaster. 6.
Check 31. Check 31.
Right.
From midfield, here's Lance.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They find some open field here. And they do finally get him. But he makes it all the way to the 6.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Set hut, 33, yellow.
Double tight.
Watch out now, 50 Fury. Ready, go.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Nighthawks are on the board here in this Super Bowl. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
60 Bison, 60.
On second down, it's Schwartz, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Tight end's right.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Hey. We got three. Three down.
Dragon 60. Lion.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Nice touchdown,
Kyle
baby.
Pitts, as the first half is winding down. And the Huskies continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And the lead is now 13. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Set, black 40.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
43 rail.
Off of play action, here's Lance. He dumps it off to Barkley. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Not a whole lot of room to run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the great move. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Lance now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On second down, here's Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
22 needle, Green Jacks.
Here's Lance. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
3 down, 3 down.
They'll run on 1st down. Schwartz, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Tight end right. 3 down, 3 down.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up a 3rd. Down.
Got it. Ready?
Trips.
19 Tigers.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw here. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to be out of bounds, a couple of yards short of the marker, and they will fail to convert here on 4th down. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
4 down.
Check White. Ready, go.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl.
Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Drill 52. Fury yellow. Tackle.
And now they'll throw with Lance. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. 7 yards, the pickup there.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 16-yard line.
Set hunt. 33 yellow. 43 rail.
Switch.
Set hunt.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Double tight.
A 2-yard pickup brings
Switch
up 3rd
yellow.
and 1.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Throwing now is Lance.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Nighthawks are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Rodgers to return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Swartz fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 9 now from the 21.
Tight right. 3 down. 3 down. Come 19. Come
19. Back to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
One's the mic. Watch one. Watch one.
Hey, hey.
On 1st down, it's Schwartz. Room here to run. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 54 yards. And the Huskies are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story. And, wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Ready, go.
Here's Lance to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Yellow, 22. Slice, 97.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
On play action, Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Shit.
Claws, 10.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Nighthawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. A short kick taken at the 18. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Schwartz, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go. What's the mic?
He'll drop to throw.
They're running it.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
I want to take your role, partner, but up in the 4th quarter and going for it on 4th down and picking it up. How about that?
A big chance. That's why football is not for the faint of heart. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Schwartz. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Here we go.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here we go on 4th down. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They come up short here on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustment.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Nighthawks have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Coup for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Rodgers on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
You got three. Three down. Three down.
They'll look to throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Watch 20. Check 20. I got it.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. 3 down. Buffalo 18. Mike 9. Hey, we got it.
He'll look to throw.
Get that ball.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
18 Cardinal.
Key to tight end. Hey.
Dragon 60.
3 down.
He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
3 down. Go street. Motion, I got one.
Warrior 70.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves them out there with another chance.
Tight end right.
Hurt.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Strong right. Strong right.
Hot 19. Hot 19. Ready.
Back to throw again. Flush to his right. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting.
Here we go. Hey, here we go, boy. Let's go. Let's go together, man. Big players make big plays.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.